Real quick, I'm just going to go through the announcement that I mentioned during my Excitebike 64 video. Um, but as you'll see, I have some games splayed out before me. So I just want to let you know, stick around to the end of the video because these are going to tie into a vote for something that's coming up on the channel. Hey everyone, and thanks for popping in to see what the announcement is. So everything in this video really only affects the YouTube channel, but there is going to be a kind of minor scheduling tweak with the blog itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this down into, the first part of the video is just going to talk about what's coming up, what's getting added to the channel, and then at the end I'll kind of run through what the schedule is going to be for how it's going to run. And also, make sure you stay tuned because I'm going to be taking some time off the rest of this year. So I'll go more into detail then about what time I'm going to be taking off and when. Alright, so first up, the YouTube channel itself is about to grow a little bit. I'm going to be having a few new things coming up on it. So I just want to run through really quick what they're going to be. The first one actually already happened. Came up the day that I did my newest VGM unboxing. It was the monthly mail call. As you guys saw, if you watched the behind the scenes, the first episode, you kind of saw I have a pretty big game library, and it's always going to be growing. So that video series is just going to kind of show what gets added to it, and it's pretty much going to cover everything that I get that doesn't come from VGM. So all of the new video game releases for PS4, Xbox One, any, retro runs I make to a store or GameStop or Amazon, eBay, anything, anywhere I get a game from, that'll all come up once a month. Alright, you might notice that one of the games just magically moved. It's because after I stopped talking, they all kind of domino affected into each other. So these are important to the video. I will explain later when I get to them. So the next thing that's going to happen with the channel is it's going to be not really an addition, it's just going to be a change for the Let's Play Honestly episodes. If you've been watching them, you'll kind of notice that they're not just Let's Plays, they also kind of get an initial reaction from me to the start of the game. And so what's going to happen with that is that's going to get locked in as the formula. I'll throw in a game for a little bit, play it for a little bit, and then kind of react to it after I play. That series is going to focus more on things that I'm playing for the first time, just so that way when I react at the end, it's an actual, genuine first reaction to the game instead of something more staged and scripted. And then the rest of this I'm actually pretty excited about because all this stuff I had kind of floating in my head when I first started the channel. But I didn't want to do too much right off the bat, so I figured I'd focus with the Let's Play stuff and then add if and when the channel took off. So the first big addition is going to be another Let's Play series, but it's going to focus on full, complete playthroughs. So I'll play, a game start to finish. I'll record it in chunks as I play it and upload them as I finish playing, and that's going to always be going on, just so that way I'm not throwing in games just to play them for 10 or 15 minutes and then they kind of get cycled out for the next one. So this is more for me personally, but also to share the games with everybody, just to kind of get through them all. So like I said, I don't want to be dipping into everything that I own just for a handful of minutes just to set it back on the shelf. So the last series that's going to be added to the channel for right now, it's going to be more of a comedic kind of thing. It's not going to be skits or anything. My fiance also plays video games, but she openly admits that she's not the best at them. And I might be a horrible person, but I definitely have watched her play things just to have a good laugh. And when I started up the channel, it was actually her idea to kind of get footage of her trying to play a whole bunch of different games. So, like I said, you'll enjoy it. My first experience watching her play a game was with Skyrim. Everybody who's played it kind of knows the opening intro where you start off on the chopping block and then the dragon comes in and attacks and you gotta run into the tower and everything. And as soon as she got control of her character, she was like, alright, where do I go? And I was like, in my head, I'm like, okay, she probably has some knowledge of this. So I told her, just follow the waypoint arrow. And like, she's facing here and the arrow is supposed to be there. And she goes and turns like backwards and looking up. So yeah, that's going to be a little bit of what you can expect from that series. It's going to be a good laugh for everybody. And then the other thing I'm going to try to add to the channel, I'm still going to be talking to my buddy about it. Now, if you remember, the first Let's Play I did is me and one of my friends playing a game of NHL Face-Off 98. I kind of want to get like a season type thing going with him where we go all the way back to EA Sports NHL 94 on the Genesis and kind of do a best of 3 series in each game each year. So it's not a locked in thing yet, but it's something I'm talking to him about and hoping he'll be into it and doing it for us. There's one more series that's going to be added. Hopefully, I'm still talking to one of my friends about it because he's going to do it with me. If you remember, the first Let's Play I did was NHL Face-Off 98, and we played a game against each other. And so what I'm hoping this last series will be is kind of a season per se of me and him going all the way back to NHL 94 on the Sega Genesis and kind of do a best of 3 series in each yeared game. So like I said, that one's not locked in, definitely going to happen just yet, but I'm hoping because it would be a lot of fun. And then, so yeah, that's everything coming to the channel. Like I said, I'm excited for it because it's all been floating in my head for a month and a half now, and to actually get to do some of this is going to be a lot of fun. So, like I said, it's going to be the monthly mail call. The Let's Play Honestly's are going to change to a more of a reactionary series, but they're still going to be Let's Plays. And then the full playthrough Let's Plays, and making fun of my fiance, and then hopefully the hockey series. So that's everything that's going to be coming up, and that's not going to actually start until after we get into 2017. Alright, so really briefly, I just kind of want to lay out how the scheduling is going to happen when all this stuff starts coming at you. Like I said, it's not going to start till 2017. The rest of 2016 is going to go as it has been. So, full review on the weekend, quick review during the week, stream as I can, all that kind of stuff. It's all going to follow the same pattern. The only difference is I'll be taking a week off for Thanksgiving to spend time with family, and I'll be taking 2 to 4 weeks off around Christmas, New Year's. Again, be with my family. It's going to be my son's first Christmas, so I want to definitely dive into that. I'll post on the Facebook page the exact dates that I'll be taking off of, but during those off periods, I'll still be streaming as I play stuff. I want to have a little more free time to be with my family around the holidays, so I'm not going to, chunk time into writing reviews and stuff. But, so, once 2017 hits, the full reviews are still going to come up at the end of the week. I try to get them up on Saturdays. It's been pretty successful so far, unless I forget to post it. The quick reviews, I've been trying to do them every Wednesday. But what's going to happen with them now is they're going to follow a weekly pattern alternating with the Let's Play Honestly reaction episodes. And again, they'll be on Wednesdays still, so, 1 week it'll be a quick review on the blog, and then the next week it'll be the Let's Play Honestly, and then it'll go back and forth like that. The full playthrough Let's Play series is not going to really have a set pattern. It's just going to be as I play it. So it might be a video a week. It might end up being 3 videos in 1 week. It all depends on what kind of time I get to putting into those. Same thing with the streaming off of the PS4 and the Xbox One that I do. Those are all going to happen as I can do it. No set schedule. The unboxing and the mail call videos are going to be once a month, usually within the first week. Usually what happens is, VGM will post when the boxes get sent out, and I've very consistently gotten them 2 days later, unless either a Sunday or a holiday interferes with that. But knowing that, pretty much what I'm going to do is once VGM announces that the boxes are out, I'll put up my mail call video, and then the next day or two after that is going to be when the unboxing gets done. So those two are going to be once a month, just because that's how often I get the VGM box, so kind of has to follow that pattern. And then the other two series for the channel, the Making Fun of My Fiance and the hockey series, those are going to be as time allows for it, because they involve other people, and I don't want to make them commit to a schedule when they've got their own stuff going on. My fiance runs her own arts and crafts business, so I don't want to force her into taking time off of that. And my buddy that's going to do the hockey series, he's got his own job, his own family and everything, so again, as often as I can do those, like I mentioned at the top of the video, the 4 games that were splayed out here before are going to tie into the announcement. And so what I want to do is leave it up to you guys to determine which is going to be the first game for the Let's Play Full Play series. So I will show the 4 games themselves again, and the voting's pretty much going to stay up for the rest of this year. And once 2017 hits, I'll see what has the most, and that's going to be the first one. So first, we got Luigi's Mansion. I already started this on a Let's Play Honestly episode, so I figured it'd be kind of cool to get at least one option from something that I've already done on the channel. So that's this. Next we have the first Sonic Adventure on Dreamcast. Next we have GoldenEye Rogue Agent on PS2. And lastly, we have Nancy Drew, The White Wolf of Icicle Creek. So, like I said, Luigi's Mansion is in there because I've already gotten it on the channel, and I've played a little bit of Rogue Agent before, but it's been years since I have. And these other two, I've never touched. So, it's all in your hands now, between which of these 4 you guys want to see me fully play through first on the channel. So, I look forward to seeing you in 2017 with all the new additions, and I look forward to seeing you for the rest of this year with everything that's going to come.